Red Nation, are we here? The best show for Chicago sports. Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah. We here. We here. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Panther Designer, back at it again. We are live again for the Daily Show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. On the docket today, got to break down. Have our Bulls hit rock bottom? Have we hit rock bottom after losing last night to the Pelicans 126-109? Going into next season, could we see Billy Donovan on the hot seat? Good Lord. Are we there already? And then you got to ask yourself, who's going to win in what situations? We got the NBA award predictions coming your way. And the Giants say that they are open to trading away their first round picks in 2022 and 2023. Is that the way to success after seeing what we saw from Tyreek Hill? Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks, man. So make sure that you get in tune with us. Shout out to y'all, man. It's a tough day as we bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Stefan the Don, into the building. Unfortunately, Bulls go out last night and get smacked by what you can only call one of the bottom tier teams in the NBA. It's tough to see. It's tough to continue to see. And so, question to the chat. Question to everybody in here, man. Question to Bulls Nation. Have the Chicago Bulls rock bottom? Is this the worst that we've seen? Is this the worst that it can get? Or can we go deeper? Steph, what's good with you, my boy? What are your thoughts? Not really a pause moment, but that's a tough statement. Can we go deeper?
No, it's good. It's good. No pause on that. No pause on that. I ain't calling a pause.
You're good.
I ain't calling a pause. Nah, you know, to me, last night I'm looking at the game and I seen a stat. The Pelicans is like one game over 500 since I think it was like I forgot what they said, but they're like one game over 500 since like that. They're playing better. They're playing better.
Yeah, they're playing better.
They're playing better. So,
but still, shouldn't be losing that one.
Yeah, shouldn't be losing. Tough to say. I mean, it's a hard question to answer because it's like, okay, on the surface, yes, but it's like I would just go in the locker room and ask them, like, yo, are you tired of losing?
I think that's the problem, right? I think, to me, that's the biggest problem that I see. You ask anybody around the NBA, around the league that's just a fan, whatever it is. Have you seen this Bulls team show you that they're sick of losing? Have you seen this Bulls team show you that they're sick of getting their heads kicked in by some of these teams? And I don't think we have. And I think that's the sad part about all of this, right? Like, as Bulls fans, you want to see some fight. I almost could live with it, right? If they were fighting down to the end, if they were playing every game tooth and nail. And guess what? Because they're just not there yet, they don't have enough firepower to get the job done. I could live with that. But this Bulls team isn't showing you that it's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
This Bulls team isn't even showing you that it's being competitive. This Bulls team isn't even showing you that it has what it takes to beat those teams that it should be beating. I mean, we've seen them lose since the All-Star game, 2 to 3 games that we absolutely thought they absolutely should get.
And the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you. When Kid was like making a record of the wins and losses, dog, I was joking about the 5-17, but like
we won 3 games since the All-Star.
Bro. Like I was legitimately joking about the 5-17, but it's like, dog, like I was in here yesterday and I'm seeing Muggs talk about, yo, Billy should have did this, Billy should have did this, and yes, that's true. Because last night you needed stops, so I didn't understand why P. Will wasn't in the game. But dog, how many times are me, Pat, and Kid gonna tell y'all Billy cannot go out there and play basketball for now? Last night, what I did, bro, I went so.
By the way, Steph not being on there was because of me. That man, I thought I texted him the link, I didn't, and then
I was like,
for like 3 hours.
Oh, because I had him on like link.
It was like big nights off.
And then I'm like, damn, Kid was right. This man don't check his messages out. Oh, like,
I'm telling you, bro, I'd be busy then.
Nah, it's good, bro. Nah, it's good. But I'm sitting there.
Y'all gotta call me at this point.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here trying to raise a kid, doggone.
Nah, you good, bro.
Home show, yeah, I'm there.
But yeah, I'm sitting there, and last night, like, one thing I did is I went into so Twitter got these circles. I don't know if y'all been into them, Jack, or something like that, where they're holding conversations. And Muggs, last night I went in there, and they was talking about the Bulls. And you know, one thing that was brought up, bro, like everybody keeps saying, because these mugs don't show fight. These mugs got punked by Devontae Graham and how you say his name? Alvarado. This man looks like a 2K generic player, dog. And he out there telling Kobe White, bro, you're too small to guard me, bro. You're too small to guard me. Like, last night, that was a team that, hey, we're in the 10th spot. We're actually trying to play for something because we want to be in the playoffs. So we're trying to play. We're trying to play. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, and I'm sick of Io getting cooked. Io's tired. Yeah. Last night, this don't have nothing to do with the Bulls scoring. This got everything to do with defense. But you have to want to play defense. And y'all and the Bulls are getting punked by teams that, quite frankly, bro, you should not be losing to.
At the
bottom, you have the better roster. That's just 1-2. So right now, that's just showing me that you want to be lazy.
Yeah.
So nah. And then I tweeted it last night. This Bulls team right here, they ain't getting out the first round.
I can't predict, dog. I can't even predict that we're gonna beat Cleveland on Saturday, bro. And I've watched them do that.
And that's the thing. They was just talking about like yesterday. Brian Windhorst immediately he was like, hey, Bulls have been good this season. Bulls got a tough stretch. Muggs might be in the play-in. Like that's how I said. Like, do you want to play? If you don't want to play, stay off the court. That's just my message for the rest of the season. If you don't want to play, please, just don't show up. If you don't want to play, don't show up. Everybody else that do, come rock, please.
And I think that's the thing, right? It's like you, as a Bulls fan, you're looking at your team fall apart, not just versus the best. Like, I almost could live with, hey, we're not good enough to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, we're not good enough to beat Philly yet. Hey, we're not good enough to beat Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State. I can live with that. You know why? Because there are levels to this.
Right.
That's why when Muggs be like, this team is a fraud. This team is a fraud. No, they're just at the level that they're at right now. It's not about being a fraud. It's not about being fake. It's about, like, I was on Locked On NBA. They wanted to call the Utah Jazz frauds, and I was like, they won 40-something games. They're not frauds. They're just not a good enough team. This is the thing. I could live with that. What I can't live with is you being a 5th seed, 4th seed, whatever it is, and you can't find a way to beat the bottoms of the NBA. The Bulls legitimately, through this stretch, have looked like the Bulls of last year. And I said this before Caruso came back. Everybody was like, "No, man, Caruso fixes this. Caruso fixes this, bro."
Caruso had 5 fouls last night, dog.
You fall back on what you know. You fall back on what you know. What do the Chicago Bulls know? Put up these shots. When you get punched in the mouth, you go back to what you know. The Bulls don't know how to hit back right now. The Bulls have no idea how to hit back, how to swing back. If you in here, man, hit that like button. The Bulls have no idea how to hit back. And that's not on Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso's doing what he's supposed to do, and he rushed himself to get back here to play. He told y'all he's not healthy. He rushed himself to get back in the building to play, to be ready for the playoffs, because he thought this team was going to have more fight. He's probably 60, 70%. You saw him grimacing at the rim. Alex Caruso, I commend him for coming back, but he's not the answer. Caruso doesn't fix nobody going to the corner for 3-pointers.
What was the over-under on that last night?
I didn't even count it, dog. Devontae Graham hit so many of them joints, but he also hit them straight away. But, like, last night showed you know what I'm saying? Like, last night in the Sacramento game, to me, showed me who your team is. Because you can't respond to getting punched. You can't respond to what's that. You couldn't respond versus Sacramento, but at a minimum, I'm like, the next game out, you should be like, hey, we just got our butts whooped. Let's go out here and let's get this dub. Instead, you got worked out again. Donovan Mitchell sets a 3-point record on you. Oh, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to a record getting set on your head? Oh, okay. Let's get into the next game. We got this. Top team. We got to win this one. They blow you out at one point. Wasn't the game 35 or 40?
Bro, that mess was 40. That mess was 40.
That's how you responded to it.
I mean, even in the Bucks game, though, it was like, dog, like, we get that you may not be able to beat the Bucks. Oh, okay, I get that. But it's like, just don't let them, like, fam, like, you can control Grayson Allen taking you to the basket. Pat Connaughton and Grayson Allen is taking you to the basket. Javon Carter is taking you to the basket. If it wasn't for the Jordan Hill injury, this man would not be getting ticked.
Yeah.
Like,
and I want everybody to understand it. Last night, Billy Donovan absolutely played his part in the Bulls' L. Me and Kid talked about that during the game. I talked about it in the post-game show. I talked about it on Locked On Bulls, that Billy Donovan absolutely played his part in the Bulls' L because his rotations were awful.
Garbage.
His rotations were awful. But what you're seeing from the team on the floor, another coach does not fix. What you're seeing from the team on the floor, bringing in another coach, another we want a hard-nosed guy that's going to get into this team and cuss them out and be angry like we are. That don't work. If you're not self-motivated in this league, it don't matter.
Get out.
Your team right now isn't self-motivated.
And that's the thing. Last night, I want to clear this up too. Kid isn't wrong with what he said because the Pelicans absolutely hit shots. The thing that I was looking at last night, they beat them to every single 50-50 ball, and they legitimately hustled to every single rebound. Like Mike wanted to talk about they kept going back to the Allen Brown was out of bounds, this, and this. Pay attention.
Yeah.
You're not that don't happen if you're paying attention. You're not nobody's paying attention to anything. And it wasn't just that game. It was multiple times where Muggs bringing the ball up, not paying attention, loose with the ball. Zach did it a couple times. Io did it a couple times. DeMar's done it a bunch of times. Alex has done it a bunch of and it's right. If you're not self-motivated, bro, you have to stay where you at because you're not coming ready to hoop. And if you're not coming ready to hoop, what is the purpose of you being on the floor?
Yeah. 100%.
Because we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win.
I like this comment. Look at Pop. He's a motivator. Is he? So what's wrong with his team? What's wrong with his team? Why are the Spurs not in the playoff contention? They got talent.
Man, that man
what's wrong with his team? Why didn't DeMar DeRozan
play? They're trying to find his successor, bro.
When he was there. I get it.
Trying to find his successor.
Team, but you know what I'm saying? If he's this, listen, I'm not discrediting Pop at all. But let's not be dumb about what this team needs. I get that these are our favorite players. But let's not be dumb about what's wrong with this team right now. This team is not mentally ready for the position that they were in. They've got the talent. Zach LaVine scored 39 last night. Still one of the best scorers in the NBA. Kobe White gave you 23. Nikola Vucevic gave you 14 in the first half. They've got the talent.
I don't know. And then that's the crazy part. Alex Caruso and DeMar said the same thing, bro. Like, it's not a talent issue, bro. Like, it's a 1-2 issue.
It's an execution issue, and it's
a 1-2 and an execution issue. Because
Billy have killed us this year. Listen, I expect Joel Embiid to kill us, right? Joel Embiid's killing the NBA. I expect James Harden to kill us. I expect CJ McCollum to kill us. You know who I don't expect to kill us?
Korkmaz.
Devontae Graham.
Oh man, dog.
I said this yesterday, and I said this on Locked On, and I'm gonna say it again because I want y'all to really understand the guys that are destroying your Chicago Bulls. Destroying. Devontae Graham last night, 30 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Game before that in Charlotte, big baller out here. Played 24 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 for 8, 0 for 5 from the field. Game before that, just so y'all know it's not a one-game thing. Balling, San Antonio, 20 minutes, 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 for 7. Game before that, Phoenix, balling, 28 minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 for 11. Guys like this are consistently killing the Bulls. Dudes that if you look at their full season slate, they probably got more games under 8 points than they do over 10 points. Mo Wagner, Devontae Graham. Why do we know these people's names?
Josh Giddey.
Because they killing us. Josh Giddey, I know. We know these people's names because they're killing us. And I'm sorry, like, I get, like, Billy Donovan absolutely has his part and he plays a part in this, but I do not absolve these players. And that's what everybody want to do. They want to, oh, the players can't do this because they're not a coach and they're not doing this and they can't handle this because they're not a come on, bro. As a player, you got to show some heart. As a player, you got to have some fight. You got to go out there and be pissed off at the fact that these teams are kicking you in the mouth. And guess what? Coaching don't play defense. Coaching does set up a defensive scheme, but coaching don't play defense. And these players ain't playing defense. On the other side, this is just this game. The other side, guess what? Coaching can't knock down wide open shots. Billy Donovan can't go out there and make Kobe White hit the three. It's not like 2K. You can't green bean that mug by holding square and releasing it at the right time. This is the players not being ready for the moment. This is the players not being ready for the moment. And if you're not ready for the moment will eat you alive. And guess what it's doing to the Bulls right now? 3 wins since the All-Star break. The moment is eating them alive, and they should be ashamed of what they're looking at. They should be ashamed of what they're looking at. I understand that they're playing hurt. But guess what? The guy that's hurt in Zach LaVine
dropped 39 last night. He want this. Zach dropped 39 last night. He want this.
Zach wanted this.
Zach wanted this.
Zach wanted this. He did everything he could. Now, I will say he went away from Vooch a little bit. I don't like that, but I will say.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. And that's another thing. I watch a lot of teams on League Pass and how they run the pick and roll. The Bulls absolutely have the worst pick and roll offense in the NBA.
You know what it is? It moves so much better when it's Zach and Vooch.
They have the worst pick and roll offense in the NBA, and it's not even close. Yeah. Like
they were eating off of that.
The Spurs, we just talk, the Spurs run better pick and roll than the Bulls, dog. Like the Rockets can run better. Now I don't understand what it is. Like Vooch will be absolutely cooking, and then it's just like, nah, let's get the ball to Zach, get the ball to the bro, feed this man.
Yeah.
Hey, exactly, Marcus. Exactly. Y'all run the pick and no.
Pick and no.
Run the pick and no.
It's the pick.
It's definitely the pick and no.
What y'all running today? That pick and pull up.
Man.
It's sad.
Stop is called the pick and pop is called the pick and not.
Y'all, like, this is rock bottom for me. Because it's the end of the season and you're continuing to see your team not have enough heart to fight through these games. This is rock bottom. This is the worst I've seen this season. This is the worst. Like, everybody was, oh my God, we lost to Houston. I can't believe we lost to Houston like 20 games into the season. Like, I'm not worried about that. It's the regular season. This is the worst I've seen. Because even when we lost to Houston, even when we lost to Miami, even when we lost, like, the Bulls would come back and punch another team in the mouth. It's almost like they're accepting it at this point. Like they expect this to happen. They expect teams to go on runs. They expect not to be able to score for 8 to 10 minutes at a time. They expect that.
And the crazy thing is too, like Moses is getting hype off that Zach dunk. But you want to know why that? You want to know why that don't matter? It was a nice dunk, but you want to know why it don't matter? They lost.
That's still a nice dunk. It's been a lot of nice dunks.
Man.
Listen,
hey, bro, you know how I be, bro. I don't, man. Look,
dunking over Buddy, it came in a loss.
You said what?
Ja Morant dunking over Buddy came in a loss.
True. But I don't know, bro. I still lost, so it's like, and to me that.
You know who got that highlight last night though? What's my man name? Murphy Jr.
Oh yeah, nah. He took that 2
quarter.
Hey, chill out, dog.
Come on now, brother. Fam, a lot of a poster is a poster, bro. Like it's a lot of dunks out here that came in losses, my boy. Hey, we just don't watch Sports Center no more like that. It used to literally be like,
bro, we really don't, because the top 10 don't mean nothing no more, guys.
It really used to be. And here we got Tracy McGrady coming down with the two-handed yam in his face. Look at that. He has to hold that one, and the Houston Rockets lose 104-86. Be like, that's what half the posters came from back then, dog. If the posters in a loss don't count, we in trouble.
Oh man, dog. I don't know, bro. I'm looking at the game. I'm like legit. And legitimately, bro, I was just thinking of the 5 for 17, dog, and I was like, I was legit playing, but this team's cheeks. Like, I'm like a legit question. Like a legit question.
Do it.
Should the Bulls actually start looking at play-in opponents?
No.
Because you look at the schedule, and again, it's just a question, Chad. Don't kill me. But again, you look at the schedule, you look at how this team is playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying get ready, but I mean, I definitely take a peek.
I don't think you have to start looking at playing opponents just yet, because there's a long way to go.
8 games.
I mean, listen, at this point, that's a long way, bro. Like, a lot can change in 8 games here. If we get to the point where we are looking at playing opponents, that's different. But I mean, a lot can change here in 8 games. You have to at this point, you just have to find a way to win the next game. You can't look ahead past the next game. You have multiple back-to-backs in this. And guess what? You need every single one of them. You need to go on a run here to finish the season. Like, legitimately. Or you're going to be in trouble. And they already in trouble. So you got to find a way. This is on the players,
though. They need to go 5-3.
Fam, they almost have to. And this is the thing. You really need to go better than that. You really need to go like 6-2, 7-1 to finish this thing out.
I don't think it's gonna be no 7.
I don't think it's gonna happen either.
Nah, I think at minimum 5-3.
But here's the thing: I can't pick us to win 5 games with the way we're playing. This is the thing.
But that's why I'm saying you.
All of my predictions on the Bulls was based on the fact that I thought this team would be pissed off that something happened, pissed off at a loss, and they would show some fight and they would get themselves back on track. But they're not. Hey, it's business as usual up there. It's business as usual up there. Ain't nothing different happening. Ain't no, we need to get this game. We need to, you know what I'm saying? There's no sense of urgency right here. Listen, you got the Cavs, Knicks, Wizards, and Clippers. You should win. You should have won last night, but you should win at least 3 or 4 of them. But then it goes Heat, Bucks, Celtics, Hornets, and Timberwolves. I don't even know if you can beat the Timberwolves right now.
Nah, the Timberwolves rolling. Cat.
I don't even know if you can beat the Timberwolves right now.
Cat is already clowning people. Hey, Rodney, that's why I say, bro. Look, it's just a question, but it's a legit question with the way they're playing right now. Like, it's a legit question with the way they're playing right now because I didn't expect this. Nobody expected this.
Cornelia said, if we go from first place in the East to playing in the play-in, I'll fire Billy and bring Mark Jackson in immediately after. Mark Jackson is not a good head coach.
No, he's not. He's not getting a job. We do this. We got to stop this. We do this every year.
We do this every year. We got to stop with the Mark Jackson, bro. Go look at what his players coach. The players love him. Go look at what they say about how he wanted them to play. If y'all feel like we got problems assessing how people play now, you do not want to bring in Mark Jackson. Let's stop that. Draymond said, I would have been out of the league. Legitimately said, I would have been out of the NBA if Mark Jackson was still my head coach, probably. I don't let the media fool y'all. Oh, it ain't the media.
The players.
I'm listening to the players on his team.
Yeah. Now, hey, Andre Iguodala ruined it for him, though. That Breakfast Club.
I went back and watched it.
That man said
he was facilitating. Like he's supposed to be. He wanted that man to be a traditional point. Come down, get your 15 points a game, and you move the ball around, and we get the offense going here, and we can. Oh, Perry said the media saying Mark Jackson is a good coach. Listen, I can't say he's a terrible coach, but if you feel like the coach you have right now isn't assessing the talent you have well enough or putting them in a position well enough, Mark Jackson ain't the answer, my boy. Draymond Green said he wanted me to be a spot-up shooter. Y'all seen Draymond shoot? What about that said spot-up shooter?
All right, bro. He legit the backpack dude.
The same since college.
He the backpack dude.
Hey,
let me get a shot, bro.
Back on, bro.
Let me get a shot, bro.
He shoot with the turtleback.
The only thing he got right was Steph Curry. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson was going to be the best two shooters in the league. We're all time.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah. Hey, that's a what buddy name? The Draymond Green got that Steven Adams Euro step down pat though.
Hey, bro.
Lay. Hey man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. If y'all haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the page. You can listen live to us over on the Contender as well. The Contender, where you're hearing nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man, and listening live over on the Contender. Also, make sure y'all grab some of this Breeze merch. I think Ringo got the shirt on right now. You know what I'm saying? The Windy City Bulls shirt. You know what I'm saying? We got Bulls, we got Bears, we got the Breeze merch. We got more stuff coming out as well, man. So appreciate y'all for showing love on that. Make sure you guys follow us on all the Twitters, but whatever you want to call it. I'm at everything on everything at Path the Designer. You can follow us also at the WC Breeze. Stefan is at Stefan the Don. Replace that E with the 3. Let's get into a tough question, dog.
What's up?
Based on how this team is going this season, and where this team could be heading next season, or how they play at the end of this season, going into the playoffs, whatever it is Billy Donovan on the hot seat next season? Is next season a hot seat season for Billy Donovan, where if the Bulls don't perform at a certain level, you're going to get them out of here? And while I don't agree that should be the move, while I don't agree that that's how you should coach this thing, how you should move this thing into the next direction, like I'm not the person that just says, oh, it didn't work this year, give up on everything. Like we've been doing this for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like this is this season. But are we going to see Billy Donovan on the hot seat next year?
Well, it's AK, and he stuck around with Mike Malone, so I'm gonna say no, because we all say that we all in agreement that Mike Malone has no idea what he's doing.
I don't know if he got. I don't want to say like no idea, but I hate his rotation.
Like,
You
bro,
want
his rotations be dumb, dog.
to talk about hating a rotation? I hate Mike Malone's rotation. That man will give you 37 minutes one game. You'll be balling out, and he'll give you 21 the next. And you trying to figure out why Jamal Murray numbers look the way they do. Hey,
Wow.
I was out on Jamal Murray until me and kids sat down one day and just looked at how he was playing. And I was like, man, why is he so inconsistent? We was like, fam, how you get 15 games? How you get 15 minutes that game? Was he hurt? Go look at the game. He played all the way to the fourth quarter.
Nah, because they was up here trying to say,
it was all about the situation on the floor. The situation is put your best player on the court.
he big on, I'm going to let my bench roll, because he definitely be giving Monte Morris them minutes. And Monte Morris do be hooping a little bit, but I'm just like, all right, like, I mean, this man dropped back-to-back 50 balls.
I ain't never seen the championships team that
hey, dog.
They start.
I don't know.
Y'all got a generational talent. Y'all got a big man that run the floor like a point guard. The biggest man alive enters the building.
Mike Malone has one of those things where he is stuck to his system more than he is anything else. He is the Matt Nagy of the entire situation for Denver.
He be winning a lot. He be in the playoffs a lot too. I can't say he's Matt Nagy. We always want to call everybody Matt Nagy. We realized Matt Nagy was like really unsuccessful.
No, on paper, Matt Nagy was real successful. Coach of the year, two playoff appearances in 4 years, winning record. It's very easy to call him. Very easy to call my man Matt Nagy, because just because you make it to the playoffs, don't mean you're a good coach. It means that your talent could have shined in spite of you. It's kind of really easy to shine when you have one of the best players in the game and probably one of the best players in NBA history, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's almost like you can't F this up. But for some odd reason, he found a way to F it up.
Cornelius, what about Coach K? But Cornelius, dog, you picking horrible coaching candidates. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. What about Coach K? Coach K
is about to retire.
Coach K was popular amongst a bunch of kids he could control. A lot of those college coaches who found their way in the college league, they still have a sense of power. These are grown men who make more than you at this point. Coach K is not going to come in there and be successful.
Hey, you can't say
retire, bro.
Nothing to these mugs the way you talk to them kids in college, bro. Them mugs, you definitely can't do that when I'm making, and they making more money than you too. Like ain't no way. But no, I mean, do y'all feel like going into next season, Billy Donovan should be on the hot seat?
No.
No.
I think now if we talking about the same thing the year after with the rotations and everything like that, then I mean I think it's something that you're gonna have to take a very hard look at.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, it's like sometimes he's on, but it's like I said, I watched like 5, 6. Well, I take a glance at like 5, 6 games a night. The Bulls legitimately have the worst pick and roll offense in the NBA, and it's not even close. And the fact that he keeps going away from Vooch every single time, I'm with Kid. Kid absolutely said it last night, and I agree with that sentiment. Why is Vooch on the floor if you're not going to use him? Like
I agree with that.
It doesn't make sense.
But I wonder about, because we know Billy Donovan is a very flow of the game kind of coach. He's very much like, listen, if Lonzo's out there and he's cooking and all that, moving around, he's not gonna come out there and be like, all right, Lonzo, run a set. So I can see, like, as Zach LaVine last night is cooking, is getting busy most of the night, why they went away from Vooch, because Zach was knocking down shots, like why he wasn't going to Vooch. But at the same time, you heard Billy in the post-game presser, like, Billy was like, we got to find a way to get the ball to him. Like, we're throwing the ball. And this is the thing, right? Vooch be getting blamed for some wild stuff. A turnover on Vooch on the stat sheet does not mean that Vooch is the reason for the turnover. They be throwing the ball down to Vooch when he got like 2 dudes on him, somebody sneaking up from behind, Vooch trying to grab the ball down here, falling away like he's limber out in this mud, and then somebody come from behind and snatch the ball up out of his hand. That's a turnover on Vooch. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy said it the best. You have to find a way to get him the ball.
Billy D is our Mark Jackson.
Could be.
Could be. I wholeheartedly though. And that's nothing wrong. Hey, Mark Jackson got that ball rolling for that championship team. Now, do I think Billy D is and this is shout out to D in the chat. I have to share the same sentiment. I don't see him. I think he can get out coached on a higher level. There's levels to coaches in this league.
Yeah.
I think Billy for us is like right outside. Like if we had to put an NFL analogy to it, he's outside top 10, but he's definitely not in the bottom 15.
I was gonna say he's probably top 10, but he's definitely 10. Like if we're talking about coaches in the league right now, really we really talking about 6 people. Talk about Monty Williams, who my God, how fam, I'll never forget the Bulls for missing on him for 10 years, bro.
Monty Williams.
Last night was just crazy. I don't know if y'all seen that game, but last night was just...
who else we talking about? I mean, he didn't bro. Mike Malone's probably in the top 10.
I got him over Mike Malone.
Mike Malone's probably a top 10 coach. Doc Rivers is probably top 10.
Eric Spoelstra.
Doc Rivers is top 10.
I'm with you. Eric Spoelstra, Doc Rivers, Monty Williams. Who else we got? Think of the teams. Is Steve Nash top 10? I don't know if Steve Nash is top 10.
Steve Nash.
Nick Nurse is actually a pretty good coach.
Oh no, Nick Nurse is top 5.
Nick Nurse is out there. I would say
he's a top 5 coach.
I would say it's Monty, Eric.
Are we giving the Bucks coach? I mean, listen, hey, if that man don't go on a run,
no, Bud has made some changes. Bud has absolutely earned his. He's top 10. Bud has made some changes.
Hey, the best thing about Bud is he said he called Pop and was like, "Hey, what do you think I should do heading into this series?" Because Pop playing the West Coast. So he like, "Hey, I'm looking at Phoenix. What do you think I should do?" He said, Pop told him, "Check the scouting report," and hung up the phone. I'm like, dog, why you disrespect that man like that? So we putting Bud top 10 there?
I got Bud top 10.
Let me go to the standings.
Yeah.
I got Doc top 10.
For some reason I can't think of the teams, but I can think of the coaches. All right, we got Bud, we got Doc Rivers top 10. Cleveland coach top 10?
Cleveland coach is top 10.
Really? What we talking about for this year?
I'm talking about I'm talking about just for this year. Like right now,
he cooking.
Yeah.
He got them cooking.
I don't even know nobody's name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
JB Bickerstaff.
JB Bickerstaff top 10. All right. I'm Udoka top 10. Or is it?
We could just look at all active NBA coaches.
We put them in that top 10 for other reasons. Them Boston games, you know, on the sideline.
Hey, top 10 in my book, Neil.
I'm just saying,
All right, so y'all ready? I got the list here. Y'all ready? Greg is still.
Ty Lue, yeah.
Ty Lue, Rick Carlisle, Tom Thibodeau.
Rick Carlisle top 10?
Rick Carlisle.
Now, not the. If we're going based off this season, nah.
Tom Thibodeau.
Nah.
Jason Kidd.
No.
Jason Kidd, yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Where's Rick Carlisle at?
Indiana.
Oh, heck no. I ain't even know he was there. I heard Rick Carlisle. I was like, ain't he still in Dallas?
No.
Jason Kidd top 10?
Steven
Silas. Yeah, Dallas is open. Dallas is 5th.
I mean, listen, you got a player that's playing like in his 3rd year playing like LeBron right now. Yeah, I would be hooping too.
Frank Vogel.
No, absolutely not.
Hey, that man hasn't seen a big man that he like. Hey, they said it on the game, bro. They said Frank Vogel and Dwight Howard had to have a conversation. He said Frank Vogel said, if you keep giving me production like this, we'll keep you in the lineup. Dwight looked at him and said, if you keep me in the lineup, I can keep giving you production like this. Hey,
I looked at Dwight Howard and I was like, Dwight Howard still got a lot left in the tank. I don't know
bro,
why he
I'd have
gets.
loved to trade for that man. Dwight got a lot left in the tank. That man, his game just don't work in today's NBA.
No, they call a lot of ticky-tack fouls on Dwight because every once in a while when I come up with these weird takes, I really do be sitting there like, all right, before I say something stupid, like tremendously stupid,
Hey.
let me watch some film to back it up. So I've been watching a lot of Dwight Howard film, and ain't a whole lot to watch, but I've been watching a lot from the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He gets called on some the most horrible fouls.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will have to say, no matter what the rumors are about him, he's probably one of the strongest guys in the NBA.
No, he's still one of the strongest guys.
Yeah.
This dude, I saw him. He got called for this offensive foul.
Part of all the rumors.
Hey, that's true. I would say this.
What you gonna do?
I saw a play that I was watching last night. He got called for an offensive foul, and he just made a regular move. But the guy who took the shoulder to the chest, absolutely looked like he was about to cough up a lung for a good second. And I was just like, man, he just did a regular turn. Like he just literally picks it up and turns. And technically, that's a blocking foul for anybody else. But because his shoulder it's like he had such impact, he got called for an offensive foul. And it happened twice.
This is
I
the
was
thing.
like, good Lord.
That's Dwight in today's NBA. Because of how the NBA has changed, Kofi Cockburn will go in the second round. And Kofi Cockburn absolutely plays a Dwight Howard style of basketball. And Dwight went what? Was Dwight top 5 pick?
No, Dwight was number 1.
One? That's the difference in the NBA right now. Kofi Cockburn is it. Remember how they used to just draft centers? What's he good at? Strong and 7 foot.
The one thing I will say about today's NBA is we do have a lot of young coaches. You know, Willie Green's in his first year with the Pelicans.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in their first year.
Yeah, Jamal Mosley's in his first year with Orlando. Chauncey Billups in his first year with Portland. Alvin Gentry with the Kings. You know, Alvin Gentry is a much better coach than his team has afforded him the opportunity to show, in my opinion.
I love Alvin Gentry with the Kings. I really do. I really do.
Nick Nurse, I would say, is a top. I mean, he has them over 5. He has them 9 games over 500, and he has no superstars.
Hey, Nick Nurse been winning before he got here, so
let's see.
Quinn Snyder with the Jazz is 17 games over 500. With the Utah Jazz, they're 4th in the West. We may not look at them as threats, but they are absolutely killing it from a record standpoint. He's 17 games over 500.
Yeah. Listen, I can't take it away from him.
I'll say this. I'll be honest with you. If we're going to be real fans of basketball and not just the Bulls, they have a better team and a better record against top 10 teams than we do.
Yeah, for sure. So listen, is Eric Spoelstra the best coach in the NBA right now?
No, I got to give that to Monty.
It's Monty.
They have 60 and 14.
Yeah, it's Monty.
Spo 2.
I got Spose 2.
Spo 2. Nick Nurse 3.
Yeah, I would say Nick Nurse is 3.
Steve Kerr 4.
Yup.
Steve
Kerr 3. Steve Kerr 3. Nick Nurse 4.
I got Steve.
Steve is 3.
I mean, Udoka is would be 5 for me then.
Yeah. I was good. Yeah, we
turned that team around. They're 18 games over 500.
So Ime Udoka, okay, 5. Greg Popovich still on the list, I'm assuming.
If we talking about this season, no. Jason Kidd though.
Jason Kidd.
Doc Rivers.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
But
no, Tyronn Lue.
Ty Lue. Okay, we got 7. Is Doc Rivers in the top 10?
He's 10.
Okay, Doc Rivers 8. Who else you got?
God dang it. No, I got Doc Rivers at 8. I got Doc Rivers.
With Cleveland? JB Bickerstaff with Cleveland?
I got Doc Rivers over JB. I got to give it to him.
Okay, Doc over JB. So then Billy Donovan's top 10.
Billy Donovan's top 10.
Wait, so we just forgetting about Mike? We've got Mike Malone on the list. Billy is not
Did we
top
call
10.
Mike
bro.
Budenholzer?
And no, Billy is not top 10.
All right, so he's 12.
I don't know if I got JB. Well, do I got JB Bickerstaff?
I don't have JB Bickerstaff over
JB Bickerstaff over Billy Donovan. I do have Bud. I do have Doc. I do have
Hey, Soto, that's right. Hey, listen, I said that too. Whoever's coaching, he turned that whole Boston thing around quick.
Coach in Boston. So okay, he's 10.
I swear Neil Long walked through that bad boy one good time. They was like, all right, coach, we see you.
He's 10, he's 10 or he's 11, depending on how you do your list. So we're looking at a head coach that
12.
is top 10 right now. Like, is there somebody in the NBA you're gonna go find that's gonna get fired that's better, that's gonna put you in a better position?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do like what Chris Finch is doing in Minnesota, though. I do like what he's doing.
Oh, I forgot about bro. I'm sorry, but it's no way to me. Billy's like 13. If we talking this season, Billy's 13. Just this season.
If we talking this season,
you said we talking this season.
I'm with you, but I still don't got him 13.
I like what Chris is doing, but I wouldn't say he's better. We got a better record. We've had just as many injuries. We don't have the same athletic.
Everybody important has been dead at one point.
I'll say this too. Doc Rivers doesn't outcoach Billy. You know who outcoaches Billy? Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid outcoaches Billy. Throw it down to the guy who can play in the post and shoot three.
You know what? This is the thing, though. That's why I asked the question, right? Because just like Billy Donovan can mess up players' careers, players can mess up Billy Donovan's career.
Yep.
Billy Donovan is telling you what he's telling these players.
The Bulls are a game better than Minnesota.
I still got Billy as a better coach. Minnesota defense ain't good either. Minnesota got a young superstar. Like, hopefully we do, but ours is at 70.
At least Minnesota rotations is better. I'll say that.
Hey, man.
I wouldn't say that either. They got a good starting five.
Nah, they got some dudes coming off the bench.
Man, that whole team is just try to survive until we get Ant back out there.
Well, Ant was playing last night.
Thanks, we just gonna disrespect. Hey, Anthony Edwards is dropping 23 a game. I'm not fan of.
All right, weird segment, real quick, right? Because ever since y'all made up the whole that he could be Michael Jordan's son, he looked just like him. That dude shoot like Jordan too. If you watch how he like takes his jump shot, yeah.
A lot of his game is like Jordan.
Look how he gathers his shot, the knees touching and stuff like that. I was like, who the heck?
Hey, this is the weird thing. There's a couple dudes in the league that you could say is Michael Jordan's son based on look and based on game play. And so
Jimmy
it just brings
being one of them.
Like Mike just spreading seed around the world, and now they all making the NBA. But his own two sons that he raised couldn't do it.
On God, Jimmy Butler, one of his kids. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey, bro, Jimmy definitely looked like he might be Mike's son.
On God, he do.
When I seen that conspiracy theory, I was crying, laughing, bro.
He got the attitude just like him.
No, man, maybe. I don't know, dog. Yeah, y'all are hilarious too. By the way, the fact that no one is talking about the fact that Miami lost to two teams that I'm saying, like, when
because it's nothing to do about nothing.
It was murder, murder what she wrote. Well, I was wake up in the morning, I got murdered. Hey, Miami lost to two teams with legitimately nobody on the floor, and them mugs was with all they starters, and everybody just kind of like, oh, look at that fight right there. That's why they got in the fight. You ain't fooling me. They trying to take the look off of the fact that they got worked out by a Phoenix team or who they was playing in that game, freaking a Golden State team with nobody, and Jordan Poole was torching them up. Hey, with Jimmy on him. Jordan
Nah. That's how it started. He just made a weak closeout.
was cooking Jimmy. Hey, I don't say that about many people often. I don't think I've seen LeBron cook Jimmy. Jordan Poole was cooking Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy and Brian like bang and they go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't score the same as Brian, but like he makes Brian's life miserable when Brian's trying to go against him. Jordan Poole was like, I'm finna drop you off of these buckets and you gonna hold every single one of them on your head. Hey, I'd be wanting to fight somebody too if I got dropped off like that, dog. You don't get dropped off like that and not swing once. By the way, did y'all see what's shorty name? I gotta see if I can find that. Yeah, have y'all been seeing the WNBA clips where they like at the court, like at the wire or something, just showing mugs that like, listen, just because I'm a girl and y'all don't know who I am, I'll absolutely drop y'all off at like export real quick.
Nah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
I've been seeing a couple of them, and they be cooking to the point where like these mugs. It's one video where Shorty or one of the dudes' mom was up there trying to talk trash to Shorty, like she was gonna fight, and Shorty was like, "I'm gonna drop your son off, and then if you want to scrape, we can scrape. It's whatever it is." But dog, they had one. Shorty was cooking Buddy so bad he tried to set like that cheap, like I'm gonna throw my shoulder into you screen, and he said it, and she looked at him and was like, "What you want to do?" She in the WNBA, so she is ridiculously strong, and she is moving this man that clearly all he do is hoop and not work out when he's done, and literally was moving this mug. And Buddy was like, "Oh, it ain't even that. Why you making it that?" He's like, "All right,
send me the clip, man. I gotta see this.
Hold up, I gotta find that mug, bro. I seen that on Instagram yesterday. I was dying laughing, bro. Shorty had punked that man. But yeah, no, I don't know. I brought the conversation of him being up on the hot seat because y'all know, like we see in the chat, Bulls fans are ready to fire everybody in their mama. They ready to trade everybody, they're ready to fire everybody. Like we've been winning games for 10 years with this squad. But
you can't sit there and fire the guy to get you over the hump. Like, when was the last time we were over this many games over 500?
12 years ago.
No, kid. Over 500.
12 years ago.
When is the last time the Chicago Bulls were over 500?
8 years ago. 8 years
No,
ago.
it was 11. Because that Jimmy Butler season, they was 41 and 41.
No, D Rose last season here was 2014.
Like 2015.
Oh, but okay.
We were when it was the alphas, the three alphas. It's the last time we were over 500. Dwayne Wade was in the NBA 2 years before he retired.
Right, that was a 41 and 41 season.
Oh, so we wasn't even over 500.
That's what I said.
Billy Donovan ain't going nowhere.
No, he's not.
But we're talking about, to me, if you don't see growth from this season to next season, that's when you start having a conversation, in my opinion. That's when you start talking about, okay,
I can agree with that.
These mugs got cooked at the end of the season. Hopefully they show some fight in the playoffs or in the play-in, whatever it is. And they don't develop from there. Like they come into next season kind of with that same beat down mentality. Then I got to start being like, hey, look, now there's a disconnect where like they're not connecting with him anymore. Mm-hmm. Because I don't get like I'll put rotations last night, getting out coach, whatever you want to call it, on Billy Donovan last night. But I don't believe I'm not one of those people that thinks we've seen that all year. Like we want Billy Donovan to coach a defensive scheme, but fam, there's no scheme that says leave the dude in the corner wide open. There's no defensive scheme. Like, I don't care what defensive scheme Billy Donovan is running. if it's the worst defensive scheme in the NBA, there's no defensive scheme in the world that says leave the guy open.
Yes, it is,
Hey,
Pat. The one the
kid.
Bulls have.
Hey, kid, I told Pat, I said from now on in the games, these last 8 games, start counting the amount of times he says corner 3.
Oh, last time we had 5. Yeah, I should have
And
done it.
I guarantee, because the one time we did it, it was at 5. I set the over under at 10.
Yeah, it was actually low. But last night we definitely could have got to 10. Last night we definitely.
No. Last night it was at 10.
But there's a dog that's not in this team right now. And I can't blame Billy Donovan for that. I guess you could blame him for not setting like an animosity style tone, but that's also not Billy's personality. Like Tom Thibodeau said in that style of play makes sense. He's angry. Like, but there's no, I don't see that tone from Billy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is a team, like, fam, kid, if Jose Alvarado right now was hooping against you and told
he's not getting 20, he's not getting 15 points.
Bro, and told you you're too small to guard me.
He got 15, 7, and 3. He's not doing that. I'm just not letting it happen. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
But even that,
I can't do
it. If he look you in your face and say you're too small to guard me, y'all legitimately are probably the same size.
Yeah.
I got a problem.
5'10".
We got a problem. Next move is, see, this is the thing. The next move is I got to get a bucket. And then on the other side of that, I'm going to show you how small I am.
But I do have to sit here and say this. And you know, I don't know why this is the case. But the most glaring stat for me is that nobody else got to the free throw line outside of Zach and Alex Caruso. P. Will did. He missed both of his. Zach went 11 of 13.
Yeah.
And Caruso went 4 of 4. Vooch didn't touch the block. Vooch was 7 of 11, 2 of 3 from 3, 16 points, 9 rebounds.
He was down.
Not one single free throw.
You know why?
You gotta establish that at the beginning of the game.
Shots in the second half.
You gotta establish that at the beginning of the game. I believe
into halftime with 14 points.
Even Kobe White didn't get to the free throw line, and he had 23, 9 of 15 shooting. Good game by Kobe. By the way, I want to make sure I shout that out. 5 threes. He didn't do. But here's the discrepancy. You ready for this? Guess how many times we went to the free throw line as a team?
19.
Guess how many times the Pelicans did?
34.
That right there is a big thing right there, man. We gotta sit there and understand that. That is a big thing.
This is the thing, though. The reason why is because CJ's going to the hole. Zach went to the hole. His numbers reflected. Who else going to the hole?
CJ McCollum shot 5 free throws. He didn't even lead the team in free throws.
I'm just talking about like the Pelicans all night went to the hole, minus Devontae Graham, who just torched you.
Graham had 9 free throws. He led the team in free throw attempts.
Graham also had 30 points. You know, you're taking a lot of shots. Hey, you let Devontae Graham cook you. That's on you, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
Shout out to Valanciunas for the 16 and 19 game, though.
Fam, forget that. Shout out to Larry Nance for making an instant impact. But it's
loudest 8.9 points you've ever seen, right?
I will say this though, right? And I don't know if this is from the league or what. There has been, since the All-Star break, an instant change in how fouls are being called for the Chicago Bulls. I don't know what that is. Take that for what it is. The league hates the Bulls for some reason. I don't know. But there has been an instant change in how fouls are being called for the Chicago Bulls, and especially for DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, because he stopped doing this.
No, he didn't stop doing it. He still do it. They
they stopped calling it. My fault.
Just stop calling it.
Cause this right here, I've been telling y'all, that's like 50% of the battle right there.
Hey,
Like,
listen, that's like Brian said though. If I got to be a little more exaggerated for you to call a foul because you don't call a foul on me, then I got to
I get that. But at some point, you gotta admit it was a couple of times where we looked and
yeah, but you know, there's a lot of times where Giannis ain't getting fouled. There's a lot of times where Jimmy ain't getting fouled. There's a lot of times where Devin Booker ain't getting fouled. You know what I'm saying? That's the NBA. That's all players. But it seems like there is a legitimate like, hey, we're zeroing in on taking these calls away from you kind of mentality right now. Like DeMar was getting the people closing out on him, and he would go down and they would make that call, and it's a legitimate foul. You have to allow the player space to land. And the Bulls just aren't getting the same foul calls they used to. Billy's kind of like trying to say it without actually saying it, because, you know, they'll send an immediate like $50,000 fine your way. You can't speak bad on the referees that have been bad all season.
That's real stupid too. Like, sincerely, like, what do you expect us to do, Adam?
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. The NBA refs have no excuse. They're full time. That's all. That's their job. They have no excuse. They need to be better. They need to be better. And I'm sorry, fam. Even last night, y'all saw me do that stupid thing back there. I need to make a clip of that. I forgot about that tip just now. Y'all saw me do that stupid thing back there. Kobe White took 6 steps before he dunked that basketball. What is a travel? Legitimately, last night in the game, that's a great point by Chef C. Last night in the game, the Pelicans bench should have been called for 3 technical fouls.
It's Chief C. I made the same mistake. That I be
dog.
I got this.
I've been calling this man Chef the whole time.
My bad, Chef. Chief Jack. Dang it. No, my bad, Chief C. But he made a great.
You could barely see the eye, bro.
We've been shouting him out the whole game. He like, who the f is that?
He's like, I ain't cooked a dish in years.
He be like, man, the only thing I'm chefing is these noodles.
Culinary school. I'm a chief. What is we talking about?
The only thing I'm chefing is the noodles in these pots. What is they talking about?
No, but legitimately, last night, the Pelicans bench should have been called for 3 technical fouls. And they didn't call not one. They were on the court. My man's set a screen to hide Alvarado, which is hilarious that he's able to do, to hide Alvarado from Caruso and the refs. He's literally standing on the court, just kind of surrounding them. And then he run out and he steal the ball. Now, that's not an excuse for it, but we were zeroing in on the officiating, how it's been bad in the league. That's bad, dog. Alvarado makes the layup. He gets tough. The whole bench runs onto the court. Like, dog, this ain't AAU. This the NBA. You can't jay it in my face and your team run on the court. Gotta be better, bro. Like the
NBA.
NBA.
Be better, my man.
But this is the thing, right? Is it because of the NBA that the refereeing is so bad? Is it because they've added that half step that is almost impossible to actually figure out consistently? Like, how many times have we seen a half step and we be like, man, that looked like a travel, but that also has been called mad legal?
I mean, to be honest, for me, like, just hearing the players talk about it, I mean, it don't matter because I feel like when you got mugs like Chris Paul and all these dudes, like, they're going to find loopholes in it. So it's like, so you can implement something new, but like give it 2 years, Muggs is gonna find a loophole around it.
But listen, Kobe found loopholes for 2 steps.
Yeah, Chris Paul also. Chris Paul also found a loophole.
AI's crossover a lot of times was a carry. The NBA wanted more offense. They wanted more stars. They wanted things to be more fun. And AI is the most fun player in the league.
Well, you got to think about it. Look at AI's crossover. If you've ever done AI's crossover, it's a left It's a left-right crossover. But
very
he generally starts his crossover with a right-left dribble, and then he pushes off with his right foot, goes left, fakes, brings it back. If you really look at that motion, all players have really done is taken that same motion, which is considered a live dribble, right into a Euro, which gives the illusion of 3 steps, when in all actuality it's only 2. It's just so hard to call in full speed because of the way it looks, and at the same time, when does the player stop the dribble is open to interpretation.
I'm more so talking about like the acceptance of it, right? So like with AIs, like how it's adjusted, like players are just amazing now. Like, listen, Muzz still want to have that argument. They'd have never survived back then. I'm like, you can't tell me Russell Westbrook wouldn't have been the greatest point guard of all time in the 90s, dog. he'd have been Jordan dunking on everybody and assisting that Muzz.
Russell Westbrook would have been on the bench.
Ain't no way.
He can't shoot.
Ain't no way.
Every good point guard back in the 90s could shoot. One of the best point guards who have ever played doesn't even get mentioned, and that's the mayor, Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson has several seasons of 19 and 10. Literally was only beat out by John Stockton. You never mention him.
Hey,
but Kevin Johnson could shoot.
All Russ had to do was facilitate. Jason Kidd couldn't even shoot. Jason
Kidd is top 10 to 3-point shots.
Hey, he's also up there in misses. He's also up there in attempts.
You miss every shot you don't take, baby. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But at the same time, for someone who can't shoot, he show up there for 3-pointers made.
Hey, listen. Hey, and you know what the wild part about that stat is? Jason Kidd legitimately did not shoot threes until he got to like later in his career. So like he's like top. Is he number 1? What is he? Where's he at for makes all time?
I think he's now 12 because
12, like
Clay, Dame, and James have really taken over the list.
Like the fact that he's that high is hilarious. Because he legitimately didn't start shooting until like after New Jersey. I'm used to take like 1 3-pointer game, be like, ooh, all right, let's get back to this. But we used to call him Ace and Kid because he had
no J. Yep.
That is a fact. Shout out to D with the comment on that.
Jason Kidd is 12. LeBron James just eclipsed him this season.
Hey, that is hilarious, bro. That man legitimately.
Hey, he had more threes than Dirk Nowitzki.
You said what?
What?
He had more threes than Dirk Nowitzki.
Fam, yeah, he just started jacking the Muzz. That Muzz stopped going to the bucket.
Hey, he had more threes than JJ Redick.
Hey, when Jason Kidd got old, bro, Jason Kidd legitimately made a Ray Allen adjustment. Nobody really talks about it. Jason Kidd was like, yeah, I'm done going down there. Y'all swinging on me.
He made that Lonzo Ball adjustment. What you need me to do?
Facilitate this. Let me Harlem Globetrotter my way up out of here. And
y'all want to see an interesting stat though?
Looking at the misses, ain't you?
Well, he's 34% from 3.
Jesus.
But you have to realize back then a good 3-point shooter was 33 to 35%. That was considered a good 3-point shooter. So he was considered a good 3-point shooter.
Hold on. No. Who we talking about this good 3-point shooters? We're gonna look this up right now.
Hey, it's crazy. So that means now if you ain't over 40, you just huff.
Vince Carter was considered a good 3-point shooter. He's 37%. Jamal Crawford was considered a decent 3-point shooter. He's 34%. Paul Pierce was 36%. Dame Lillard is only 37%. Like to shoot 40% from the 3-point line is a wild stat.
Hey, listen, 30, 37, 38%. That's still high. That means some nights you make 4 of 10.
I know. I'm just saying, like, dog, like
potentially making 8 threes.
If you legitimately
James Harden is 36%.
We got spoiled by stuff.
No, 36 is normal though. 36 is normal. You saying that a good 3-point shooter back then was shooting 33%. That means an average 3-point shooter was a 30% shooter.
Yeah, that means if you took 6, you hit 2.
Nah. Well, yeah, I guess that may. Mathematically, that makes sense. They was really only taking 4.
So you take 4 threes, you're gonna hit 1, maybe 2. I give you that. Like that's what's going on here. That's like that's what was happening.
Muzz was cheeks. Oh,
but
brother,
realistically,
I stinks. But no, hey, let before as we keep it going, man. First,
James Harden shoot 36 for his career.
hey, Dame,
LeBron shoot 34%.
yeah.
He's absolutely taking a lot of threes now. He's shooting
34
from the logo.
Oh yeah, Ricky, he right at the league average, bro.
Who?
James.
Yeah. It's very different. It's very different. That mug, I think the 3-point shot was such a like I think about that clip all the time of like the Bulls taking like legitimately a regular 3-point shot. Like it wasn't even that deep. It was like a corner, like upper right corner 3-point shot, like maybe 5 feet from behind the line, which is like normal for them now. Like it's actually deep, but like it's normal for them now. That's a regular 3-pointer in our NBA. And like the Bulls are like putting their whole body into it, like it's a half court heave. And the only one that even knocked one down was Michael Jordan.
The
So you
wildest
had
stat for me right now is the simple fact that Steph Curry in 10 years has taken more threes than Reggie Miller took his entire career.
fam.
He's
Stephen
taken nearly 1,000 more threes than Reggie Miller.
Fam, Stephen Curry has taken more threes in a single season than Reggie Miller has in multiple seasons.
Hey, speaking of threes,
The NBA is different, bro.
I felt so bad because like the other day they put up the stat. They was like Sadiq Bey is now like the all-time leader in like 3-point field goals made for like the Pistons, and it's at 192. And I'm just like, bro, you said that's not surprising?
Who's a great 3-point shooter from the Pistons? All their teams have been mid-range assassins. Chauncey Billups probably had the record.
Bro,
Chauncey Billups probably had the record.
Chauncey Billups probably had the record. Who's a great 3-point shooter from the Pistons?
Because it wasn't it definitely wasn't
IT probably had it before that.
Rip Hamilton wasn't a good 3-point shooter. He was a mid-range guy.
He was a 2-point assassin on me.
Rip Hamilton was really one of the best mid-range assassins at that time. Like that mug was he was doing what DeMar's doing right now every night. That was his whole career. His whole career was like, hey, how you gonna stop this? You know.
Oh yeah, Allen Houston.
And I had read a story like Rip, like legit. He didn't have to wear the mask, but he just chose to wear the mask.
Yeah, he broke his nose one time.
He
got
comfortable broke his
with
nose
it.
and just like chose to keep the mask.
He broke his nose and said it was the worst pain he ever felt, and he didn't want to do that again. Somebody came through and hit him with a bow. He said it was the worst pain he ever felt, and he didn't want it to happen again. So he kept it on.
Speaking of which, I see a Bears comment here, and I want to shift to some football before we for the second half, because Bears have made some really interesting moves. Did you all talk about Trevor Siemian yet?
I dropped a video on it. By the way, check that video out after this gets done.
Check that video out.
But no, we haven't talked about it on here yet.
So Trevor Siemian as the backup to Justin Fields. How do we feel about that? And obviously with them trying to seek a trade for Nick Foles, who the wildest thing ever would be the simple fact that Nick Foles can potentially land a starting gig before Baker Mayfield, because no one wants to pay him $18 million and deal with a child. It's just crazy. Which is wild. I still think Baker should go to Miami.
Like I keep hearing that, but I've never heard like a coach or a player say that. I hear the organization say that, but I kind of take everything organizations say now with a grain of salt.
Not one player has stood up for that man, but every player has stood up for OBJ.
Oh, I know everybody stood up for OBJ. Like I get they don't get along, but how's he childish? Like I keep hearing that. I haven't seen nothing that like says Baker's childish. Like, you know, like Johnny Manziel, I could tell he was a child.
No, Johnny was a child.
Sideline, like acting like a little. You know who's a child? Deshaun Kaiser. They won't put me in the football game, so I'm gonna look over.
And he had a decent 6-game stretch and absolutely thought he was that dude.
I'm gonna tell you what makes him childish. It's him and his reputation is his representation by extension, because he has to approve this. Anytime the organization comes out and says, hey, we have no interest in this player, and your retort is, "We have no interest in you either." That's childish.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where was that?
Yeah, the Seahawks said that they had no interest in Baker Mayfield. Someone from his camp publicly said, "We have no interest in you either." Dude, shut up. You don't hold the cards here.
When
Yeah, you
was
may get paid your
this?
18
I
M's.
missed that. I gotta
When
say
was it? Bro, can't be finding like the stories that like nobody be hearing about.
that's mad
All I
childish.
do is listen and watch sports and stuff all day. I'm
he
working,
gets-
coding, and doing all that stuff, and I'm listening to
Hey
sports.
man, hold on. Now I gotta go look this up, dog.
I know you are, but what am I?
Facts. Like, come
Stop
on
hitting
now.
yourself.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop
Like,
hitting
what type of trash is that? Like, I get the fact that, you know, he may feel like he was being done dirty. He does have a legitimate gripe. 4 different coaches,
You don't
4
have any
different
interest.
years,
You
4
don't have any
different
interest.
systems. He did play injured. He shouldn't have played injured. I do still think he's a starter in this league. I still think he has star potential. I do still think that, but right now he has to grow the hell up. He has to grow the hell up. This is not like, I don't know what gave him the gall to sit there and feel like he has to fight every media battle, but dude, shut up.
or to feel like you're Aaron Rodgers. I think the biggest thing with Baker is like Baker really was like, I'm a holdout.
And Cleveland was like, cute.
No,
Deshaun.
it's not even that. Cleveland was legit just like, okay. I'm a holdout.
Hey, they want to get rid of him so bad. Guess what? Guess what? They said, we don't even want a first anymore. We just want to get your contract off the books. We'll take a second and a third.
Fam, they gonna end up giving him up for a 5th.
They're gonna cut him, bro. I think they're gonna cut him.
Jesus, that man went down the bracket quick.
No, so here's the thing.
Nah,
I
think
would
they're gonna cut him.
absolutely
I
get
think-
rid
I
of
think they're
him.
gonna cut him.
Hey,
But if they cut him, they still got to pay him.
we just did the
They don't want to
what?
pay him.
Oh, he already got his guaranteed money.
He got his guaranteed money from that rookie contract.
He's still on.
No. He's
rookie
due
deal.
$18 million this year.
Yeah, but he's still on his rookie deal. Like that's the extension, right?
Yeah, they don't want to pay him, so they want to trade him to a team that's willing to take the contract.
Baker's drafted 20.
This is rookie. This is last year of the rookie thing.
Oh, you can cut him. Your rookie contract's not guaranteed. It don't even count against the books if they cut you.
I don't think they're gonna cut him.
Nah, it don't count.
I don't think they're gonna cut him because I think they want him. I think they want something back for him.
No,
But that, hey, but
Baker
that was
Mayfield had like 80% of his contract guaranteed. And his
That's what
first two seasons,
Did he sign an extension?
he made less than $1 million. They gave him a $5 million signing bonus, so that put him. No, he's owed a significant amount of cash, dog.
let's see. We can look it up. Because it's really
Yeah,
just
he's
just
owed some money.
he had to re-up. He getting 32 mil.
Yeah, it's 32 mil over 4 with 21 million.
Yeah. So they re-upped them. So because they picked up his 5th year option. So yeah, 480. But this is still the original contract.
Yeah, so this season he's due 18 million. The cap hit is 18 million.
Yeah. So that's if he's on the dead cap, yeah, 18 mil. So if you cut him, you'd be out 18 mil, which okay. I mean, if I'm out 18 mil this season,
And it's a fully guaranteed contract. So no, he gets his 18.
Okay.
He gets his 18.
I'd pay you 18 mil to go away. The Deshaun contract already guaranteed.
It's a lot of money. And Deshaun took a $1 million salary this season.
But
I think that's the best
Did y'all
route
notice
anyway,
that?
though, because if they cut him,
yeah, that's a good route. No,
yeah,
but
if they cut him, I'm definitely starting over Baker, and I should definitely start over Tua.
what you mean?
If the Browns cut, Baker, you said what?
I said how
If the Browns cut Baker, Baker has to either go to Atlanta or Miami.
What's the purpose of me? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, there's no purpose in me going to Atlanta because the only person they got there is Kyle Pitts. No offensive line.
You can't go to it.
I can go. I already got paid. So I
Unless you gonna play for no money. They
They
eating
can
that.
pay him $18 million. Atlanta can pay him.
I can go to Pittsburgh. I'm better than Mitch. I'm better than Mitch. That's his mindset on it, and I'm definitely better than Tua.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he's better than Mitch.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew it.
Okay, look it up. Baker literally has a season where he was 22 of 21.
I know the record, but
he threw 22 touchdowns and 21 INTs. Trubisky has never thrown a 1-to-1 ratio. But Baker has. How can you sit there and say he's better?
Hey man, I think that Baker would be a good fit for them.
I can't hear you, Pat. What you say?
I said Baker also came into the worst team in the NFL.
That's
like if we look at Trevor Lawrence rookie year and he ends up taking off and being like, "Hey, why did this guy suck?" Like, well, they suck.
No, Trevor Lawrence showed you that he had legitimate options of being a really good quarterback. Like, hey, listen, that dude for one, freaking tall.
He showed me about as much as Justin Fields did.
He showed you way more than Justin.
How?
He did. I got it. I'm sorry, he did.
What did he show me more than Justin?
He had a worse line than Justin.
Trevor had one game. He had what?
He had a worse line than Justin.
Cap.
He had one game on Thursday night against a team that was they was playing the Texans.
So right now you're trying to tell me Sunshine did not show you that he had more capability than Justin?
No.
Look at they basically had the same year.
Legitimately, like Sunshine is he showed me that he can play football. Just like Justin showed me he could play football. If anything, Justin had a better season versus better defenses. Or a better game versus better defenses.
Yeah, no, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But I do see the fact that he had a worse team and
did he?
No targets. And he are you really trying to say Jacksonville? Jacksonville was on our schedule. No, was Jacksonville on our schedule? No, they wasn't on our schedule.
No.
Anyone who played Jacksonville was almost a guaranteed dub. There was a guaranteed dub. We're going to Jacksonville. Oh, we're going to beat them. Like, no one respected Jacksonville. They had nobody, which is why they got the #1 pick.
And they respected the Bears.
The Bears had a better defense. The Bears had a better O-line, and the Bears had better receivers. They had a better run game.
The O-line, I got to challenge you on the O-line because there's absolutely the stat. You can go look it up. The Bears had the most sacks in the league, but they also gave up the most sacks in the league. So this O-line thing, I definitely don't know what you're talking about.
And a lot of those sacks that he took was because a combination of two things. One, he held the ball way too long, which is one of the biggest knocks on Justin Fields.
Did he not get sacked?
He got sacked. But there's
though.
a difference between saying, hey, my O-line is this bad, which is why I'm getting knocked on my behind, to I'm holding the ball too long. Both things can be true.
Yeah,
he does have a subpar O-line.
That's not, but I'm saying
he does have a subpar O-line, but you can't have a subpar O-line and hold the ball too long. Because guess what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to get what? Hit. So guess what? You can't sit there and say the Jacksonville Jaguars were a worse team than the Bears. Period. This is not even a conversation. I'm just entertaining it because you all like want to hold Justin Fields to this plateau that he's much better than he actually was. I want the kid to be good.
I'm just talking about the O-line.
As it stands right now, Trevor Lawrence had a worse team. He did. Give me any running back on Jacksonville that was better than ours.
I'll tell you this. Right now, there are two players on Jacksonville's offensive line that I would absolutely take over everybody on the Chicago Bears offensive line.
Okay.
And they're both on the side of the football that we need. And they're both on the left side. Like it's not even close. He literally has like they were bad. I'm not arguing that like the Bears were a worse team than Jacksonville. I'm arguing that like Trevor Lawrence is so much more amazing than Justin Fields.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence wasn't so much more amazing, but what the fact is, Justin Fields had way more to work with.
So you said Trevor Lawrence showed us way more than Justin Fields did.
With a worse team, for him to have better numbers.
And
yeah, I think if I build a team around Trevor Lawrence right now, if you put Trevor Lawrence on what our team should look like right now, I think legitimately he would outperform Justin right now.
He would die.
Okay.
He would die. Because I mean, Trevor Lawrence had the opportunity to start every single game for the Jaguars, had one playbook in place, and had a better offensive line.
I don't see how you say he had a better offensive line.
Man,
there's a difference between listen, I get the discussion with it's only one player I think that I would even want. I don't know about two.
Well, they're better than anything we have on this line right now. Maybe Tevin Jenkins, but we didn't see him play.
On the same team with a good O-line, which would be better?
On the same team with a good O-line, Justin Fields. I've seen Justin Cook, what's his name, multiple times.
I can't say that.
I've seen Justin Cook, Trevor Lawrence his entire life. They played in high school against each other and college. And now they're in the pros.
Okay.
Nah, he's legitimately been cooking.
I'm just saying, like I've seen
he's legitimately been cooking him his entire life.
Can we do this one good time? When did
he's a nemesis.
At this point, let's just be honest. The QBs don't play against each other. They play against the other team's defense. So, so let's be fair on this one. So if that's like me fighting you, but I got to deal with your brothers. Like time out. I'm not fighting you. Like I know Justin's been cooking, but like let's be very like unbiased about it.
Now I don't know.
Justin's had better defenses.
Let me ask this:
when
Ringo,
they played,
who had a better defense in college? I really don't know.
Who had the better defense in college?
Yeah, who had a better defense?
Like in total?
I guess.
Like in total, Ohio State.
Okay.
Ohio State.
So Justin had a better defense?
He had a better defense. That's all I'm saying.
You talking about in total, yeah, like Nick, but yeah.
Like let's be real about this. It ain't like, oh, Justin played the exact same. No, Justin didn't have to play his defense. He played the defense that was on the other side of the field.
Trash?
No. Wait. No. Kid.
Ohio State did have a better defense.
No. Don't get it twisted. Clemson's defense was top. Like,
oh wait,
that was still top.
Ohio State's defense was better, dog. We're not finna.
No. But
Ohio's defense was way
at
better.
the top. We only recognize Ohio State's defense because of their name.
This is what we're not gonna do. Don't act like you was watching them.
What
do I tell you every time? I look it up. I do the research. The defense was better.
You gonna let me finish? So we only recognize. You only say Ohio State because you recognize the name. Chase Young and Bosa. That's what we're talking about. But Clemson's defense was definitely top.
Like that. Who I only recognize what name?
Come on now, Chase Young.
Wait. Let's back it up. Like I literally told you, I sat there and did the research of several things beforehand. I could care less because, to be honest with you, but they both are subpar for what they're supposed to be right now. But what you're not going to do is make it seem like, oh, because I didn't watch years of college football that I can't sit there and do the research and have an educated take on it. That's what you're not going to do.
I'm not.
We're going to wheel that all the way back. You're gonna park that the hell over there. That's what you're gonna do. We're gonna compartmentalize that part right there. We're gonna set you in the corner right there.
And if we being honest, Clemson's defense absolutely ranks higher than Ohio State's that season.
That's all I'm saying.
This season, I'm
saying.
The season that Justin went up against Clemson, absolutely ranks higher than Ohio State.
That's all I'm saying.
Out of all the defenses that play,
They were third in the.
give me the two teams that are
And
considered
then,
pro-style defense.
mind you, Chase Young missed 6 games that season.
They were the third ranked defense in college football.
And in that whole year, his whole career, you're trying to tell me he had the highest ranked defense.
No, I just told you he has the third ranked.
Third. Alabama has always been number 1.
He had the third ranked defense in college football. I don't even see Ohio State. San Diego, Wisconsin.
Like Clemson also had a legit defense. The only reason why Ohio State wasn't up there is because Chase Young was missing games that year, bro. Like he legitimately missed games, bro. Because
Ohio State had 46th ranked defense that season.
They had to settle on. They said they were settling a case because he was because they was talking about some.
What was going on in Ohio?
What are we getting on cases for? What are we talking about?
I'm just telling you what was going on.
What case did he have
at the time?
Hey, the reason I asked is because I know I wasn't.
No, I'm saying the reason why at the time he missed the 6 games was because I think they said he was receiving improper benefits or something.
Oh, they tried to sue that man on the we paying you to be here.
Yep.
That's wild. He had 6 touchdowns with broken ribs. He had broken ribs in that game?
I do know he had broken ribs in that game.
He broke his ribs. He broke his ribs that game.
Let's go back. 2018. Let's go way back.
Hey, let's see. Let's 2018.
They did 3 years.
Yeah, but they didn't play Clemson all 3 years, I don't think.
No, they didn't. They only played them when they got to the playoff.
Yeah, they only played them. They
can't.
Yeah.
Let's look at this.
He played them one time.
I just started way back to the first season for both of them since we're doing it right here. I just put out a year. You all want to go. Chill out. It's right here.
You brought it up. Hey, look, you got it. Bro.
Hey, bro, get spicy again and see what happens.
I ain't getting spicy. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ringo. Get spicy again and see what happens. Get spicy. What was you saying? I couldn't hear you.
I hate that I gave him creative control.
I couldn't hear you. What were you saying?
Hold up. This might get the whole video flat. I want to see if this even works.
What do you mean?
Because I really let me see.
No, don't do that.
Gillette introduced.
Because you'd have to play the whole clip.
I ain't gonna put no sound on it. We'll click through it. Let's see if it even pull up the right way. Can y'all see that? It's moving smooth.
He got a gaming computer. He think he doing it now. Look at
him. I'm really just testing out the possibilities of the live. Let's see. Here go Trevor. We doing this
streaming pretty nice though.
Back foot. Good Lord. What are you doing? Hey, he caught that mug though. That's more on the receiver than anything.
I mean, he got to get it there.
You got to get it there. I love that we're doing this live right now. Hey, who is that? That man got body.
Hey, I wish they brought that to the NFL.
The 1 foot?
Yeah.
Trevor, look at Trevor. Get outside, boy. Get outside, boy. Oh, dang, he took a shot.
If he was Carson Wentz, he'd be injured. Oh, God. You know I'm telling the truth. Carson Wentz would be done for the year right there. Boom.
Hold on, here go Justin. With broken ribs, apparently. I had no idea. Step up, good vision. A little drop off. Jesus.
Hey, you can't do that in the NFL. You do that in the NFL, you're going to get knocked the heck out.
Yeah, we've seen that happen.
I see a lot of yards after the catch right there.
A lot of yak on that one right there.
A lot of yards after the catch.
This is the thing. I only know about Justin in this mug because I've seen him. I've seen the whatchamacallit where he dang.
Who the heck is that kid again?
Sermon. He in the league now?
He need to be.
in the 5th round.
Hey, if it's up to you, he never gets drafted. He's an undrafted guy. You signed for
Yeah,
$500,000.
Hey, I'll bet you he probably is undrafted right now.
You are wild for that.
Wait, he broke his ribs in the game?
Yeah,
Did
I
he know
think
he
he
broke
got
his
a
rib?
hit, but I don't think they're gonna show that one.
Wait, he broke his ribs in the game, came back in the game, and finished the game?
Wait, is this the national championship game or?
No, no, they didn't play in the national championship, did they?
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
dot.
They played in the game before the national
That's a
championship. So
dot.
this is the Sugar Bowl. That's a dot.
Yeah, nah. He
That's a dot. But you know what? You do see.
Yeah,
what
I was gonna say, bro. This wasn't the game he broke.
You said what?
Nah.
You do see what we talked about. You see how he had to stop.
What are you
that's
talking about? Well, yeah, you talking about the receiver?
Yeah, how Wilson had to kind of stop his route to
Trey Sermon is with the 49ers. I forgot. Yeah.
Stop playing. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Where you going? Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
What Cam Newton should have been.
Cam Newton was.
I mean, not really though.
Yeah,
MVP Cam did not have an arm.
This wasn't the game he got hit. So this ain't even the game. So this is another. So you telling me he cooked this man twice? Oh, it was the game. Wait. So you telling me he cooked this man Trevor twice in college?
I'm seeing this running back do a whole lot of cooking. That's what I'm looking at. Who the heck is this guy?
Sermon. Uh-oh. Dang.
That was it. That hurt me.
Who's 47?
That's it
right
that's
there.
where
The ribs get broke. Hey,
yep.
Just don't do that no more.
Hey. That was it right there. I felt that one. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. That's pain. Hello, darkness.
Ooh, right on the helmet, too.
Oh, that's how he get ejected. He got to be gone, right?
Why was he getting ejected?
Targeting. You can't if you hit somebody with the helmet in college, you get ejected.
Boy, they doped that boy up. I know they doped that boy up. That boy got doped up.
He gotta have the pad. He's got to have the pad on.
Nah, he got the pad on. He didn't even go to the locker room.
Dog, they gave that man so much pain pills on the side. I ain't trying to hear that.
Apparently not. Did you see that? He just limped up. Hey, my man's kidneys that ain't working right now, dog.
He pissed blood all night.
I'm gonna say this. I ain't seen a Trevor Lawrence highlight in a while.
I ain't seen a Trevor Lawrence highlight either. I have to admit that this is Trevor's definitely getting cooked.
Lawrence highlight in a while. Hey, that dot.
All right.
Dot.
Hey, I ain't seen a Trevor Lawrence highlight in a while, bro.
He ain't been on the field a whole lot. I'll tell you that much.
This is the thing. Justin's throwing touchdowns. That means that it's a whole lot of 3 and outs happening.
Ain't no way.
That was a bad pass. That was a real bad pass. Did he get hit?
Hey, was that like 4 people around him there?
Yeah, that was a bad pass. Well, there were, but like 2 of them went out of bounds very interested, so they can't come back in. That's a good pass. Dang. Hey, that was so disrespectful. Oh, wow. That's a good pass. That's a dot. Hey, bro. Hey, I don't think I've ever seen anything that disrespectful in a while, bro.
No, but what he did to what'd he do? It was a Seahawks game.
Oh, that's a dot.
Oof.
Hey.
Hey,
you might have to hold. Hey, you might have to hold this one, bro.
I'm holding the fact that I still say that Ohio State's defense was better than Clemson.
I mean, the numbers wouldn't know. The numbers you researched.
Oh, definitely did. It's a very nuanced thing. It's a very nuanced thing. I still hold on to the fact that Ohio State defense was better.
Fam, that was not a fumble. Did they call that a fumble? Fam, he was on
fumble?
the ground holding the ball.
How is it a fumble? He's down.
And in college, you only need one appendage down.
It's out. It's out. He's down. He has it. Oh, that's down.
That part is a little quick. Dang.
Down.
Fight back. Fight back. Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Hold on. That's not down? Hold on. Wait. That's not down?
Hey, look, the ball might be out. No, hold up. I gotta go back. Why they do it like that? Hold up. Oh no. Ball might be down.
No, look.
Hold
That's
up.
down.
No reason. For no reason. Didn't have the ball. Fight back.
Hey, I actually am really impressed at how smooth this is replaying.
Hey. They still
Shout
got
out
that
to you, my boy. This had to cost a grip.
No, it cost a stack. But the graphics card cost $700.
Ain't that the wildest thing?
The graphics card by itself is $700.
$700.
Dog, the graphics cards right now are ridiculous.
Hey, here we go. Good run. Get out of bounds. I don't even know. Hey, this be disrespectful. Are they still throwing the ball? They still throwing the ball. He's still throwing dots. Stop playing with that man. Playing with that man. And he throwing dots.
Hey, we can do that now.
Oh yeah, I planned on it. Video getting flagged anyway. Might as well get the views off of it.
Is it really?
Probably. It just means we can't monetize it. That's why I kept the audio off of it.
So they probably don't see it.
See it?
Oh my God.
Fam. Oh my God.
Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world you trying to tell me. Hell. Ain't no way in the world you trying to tell me that defense won better. I ain't trying to hear that, dog. I'm not trying to hear it.
Hey,
ain't no way in the world you trying to tell me that.
No, that's the thing. The numbers
that defense was cooking. I don't care what nobody said.
The numbers would say no, but for this game, yeah. This game, they showed they hold behind. But you know what? We didn't think about the fact that in college it was the 2020 season. That was COVID. So everybody played a different amount of games.
True. I think
Ohio State only played what, 6?
They played 6 games before this. They were 6-0.
Clemson might have been ranked higher based on the fact that
they played 10. They played 11 games. They were 10-1. Ohio, 6-0.
They had stats to go to. Hey, I'm gonna say this right here.
He looked great. Don't get me wrong. He looked great, but Ohio State defense was better.
Yeah, looking at it, but see, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. This is why I say it the way I say it. Looking at the numbers, right? It would say Clemson is better. Numbers lie. I need the actually see it with content. Numbers would tell me that Kobe White is a really good player off of the bench.
23 points, 9 of 15.
But when we see the game, it's not always saying the same thing. So that's why, to me, you got to see that. No, that was crazy, though. That was crazy.
Now, here's the one thing I will say for context. When I did this, all the analysts say Ohio State had the better defense. Every analyst had them ranked higher, despite the numbers.
They went to the national championship, so. And on top of that, the reason I asked is because I don't know nothing about it. Like legit. Y'all want to know the first game I watched of Justin Fields?
That game right there.
Legitimately.
Hey, and he said it when we was looking at tape over him. Pat didn't lie.
I had no idea. Everybody was like, the Bears should get Justin Fields. The Bears should get Justin Fields. I was like, who the heck is he?
Who was that?
I really don't watch.
I'm gonna put you on. Hold
on. But like, fam, if I was y'all gotta understand where I was coming from with this. I was going to work every day 10, 11 hours a day and then coming home. I'm not watching college football on a Saturday. I'm sleep till doggone. I actually would be up, unfortunately, but I got to get everything around the house done on that
I'm
day. You know,
starting to pay attention more to it now, even with basketball, because the talent is better, and it translates. Like what I mean by that is like NBA coaches and NFL coaches are now catering their systems more to their younger players and what they know.
Yeah.
It's not as scheme heavy. Like in the NBA, they run a lot of set plays anymore. So you can let your talent shine coming into the league now because you're not so much in your head. You're just playing basketball. The NFL is kind of taking that same approach. But generally speaking, like back in the day, I didn't watch it because it didn't translate to successful pro football. It didn't translate to successful pro basketball either. Like people will be studs in college and be bums in the NBA. And it's like there's no need for me to be that deeply invested. Let me see what you do your rookie and sophomore year, and then I can invest in it.
I always like seeing the pro game, but I'll agree with you because watching the tournament this year, there's no scheme anymore.
Nope.
Like it legitimately used to be hey, we're gonna run this set it up, set up the offense. We're gonna do this. We're running. Hey, run three, get that out. Hey, run the break. You know what I'm saying? Like you would see them on the sideline. Like the coach matters.
There's
the one that done killed it.
I would say there's more defensive scheme, if anything. Like the teams that's running a great defensive schemes is the teams that's knocking off the 1 seed. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Houston look like they're about to win it all. Like that 2-3 zone, bro. Like you that 2-3 zone is like better than most 2-3 zones that I see in the NBA, and they run like they run it specifically to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one and done kills a lot of things you can do from that perspective too, because you don't have enough time to get this group up to speed to learn a scheme because they're going to be done by the time the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. Even if you, I don't know if you took a glance at the Michigan game last night, when they was playing Nova, Michigan absolutely could have beat Nova. The problem is, instead of like when they had the ball, because they were scoring, they was rushing instead of kind of like pacing themselves because they knew the double team was they knew the double was coming, but they was like so quick to get the ball out and so nervous that they was messing themselves up. If they would have actually slowed down, they probably win that game, and that's the difference.
See, that's the thing I don't. By the way, I am a Jackson State fan. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I have so much respect for Deion Sanders that I will be watching all Jackson State games and all that. I don't even know what they come on, but I'm gonna find a way to watch it because I legitimately, like football wise, I'm going with Jackson State because just how he talked about it, like I
Dang, Atlanta got Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
you didn't know that. That's why I said Atlanta's not gonna get Baker.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's why I said what I said.
Hey, Raging, 100%. I love Deion Sanders. I love Deion. Y'all don't understand.
Deion's cold.
How Deion
is Deion, baby. It's prime. How you not a prime fan?
But you know what? How he talked about how he had to do that is how I was able to create what I am. When he said in front of everybody, I'm prime. When I'm with y'all, I'm prime. When I'm on TV, I'm prime. When I go home, I'm Deion. I didn't realize how much separation you really had to have so that you can stay sane. Just to freaking do this every single day, every day of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost have to have, at least for me, you almost have to have two personalities with it.
It's like I got me personalities.
No, I ain't doing that. Well, that's a whole different conversation.
What the heck was that?
But just how he broke that down to me was always dope. He was like, unfortunately, sometimes it gets draining, and it does. But like, when you out in public, you got to be prime. When you come home, you have to be able to take that off. You can't be prime to your family, even though his mentality is kind of the same way. Like, he was talking about his kids. He said, absolutely.
He said, absolutely, I got favorites.
My favorite kids. He said, you don't call me on my birthday. Guess what? You a 4 seed. he out here seeding the kids, dog.
Last 5 minutes. I love to do this.
Let's do it.
I put some statistics in the chat, in a group chat that we had. But best NBA seasons.
Hey, you really you want to bring that up here? Because I'm absolutely gonna bring up my point.
So I'm going to put up this stat line, and I want the chat. All right, we got 5 minutes, so y'all got to think quick.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is for the chat. Y'all already know. This player has considered one of the best games in NBA history. It was 61 points, 18 rebounds, 2 assists, 81% from the field. Who is he? You got 10 seconds, no cheating. And it's a counter right here, so I can count.
Don't nobody know. Ain't nobody even put a comment in there.
They're like, who the heck is he talking about? Richard Jefferson. Oh, God, that was good. I like it.
Respect RJ like that, man.
I like it.
Oh man.
Oh man, he did that one.
RJ like that, bro.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Richard Jefferson. Absolutely,
that's crazy.
As an analyst, I love him as an analyst, bro.
All right, they said Michael Jordan. Someone said Pat. Someone said Dame. All right, Pat. Who was it?
Karl Malone.
Get this out the way quick.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone
Had
considered to have one of the
being a pedophile.
top 3 games in NBA history. 61 points, 18 rebounds, 2 assists, 81% from the field. Modern NBA has been in the last 40 years. The second best game in NBA history, basically based off of game score. So it's nuanced. This is nuanced, but 81 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 61% from shooting. Who is that player? If y'all don't get this, on God, I'm not. But welcome to the barbecue.
I was shutting it down anyway, but Ricky said, I knew it. I ain't giving him no credit. Yeah, Ricky, we kind of on the same page with that, man.
Stocking.
Talk about swept under the rug.
Kobe Bryant. Absolutely.
Hey, real quick, just to say this on Kobe. Hey, shout out to his family and Nike for
saw that
reaching
That's
that
a
deal, bro.
That's a fact. That's big.
Like that was big.
That's big.
Nike was being. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nike kind of being some about it.
Hey, shout out to the players for supporting Vanessa and wearing Kobe's all season. The players wore Kobe's all season.
It's like, fam, what are y'all doing right now?
That was I like that. I don't know if it was intentional, but just the unison that it seemed to have been in. All right, this player maybe
literally 30 seconds.
Literally 30 seconds. 69 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, shot 62% from the field. This is considered the best game in NBA history.
Mia Khalifa.
Wow.
This is 69.
Like she'll take 62 to the face, though.
69 points to me, bro.
Someone said Harden. Someone said Kobe. I said 69 points, 18 rebounds. David Robinson, 4 steals, 62% from the field.
Hey, start bringing up them stat lines that Elgin Baylor had in the finals. That's the stat lines we need to hit, Mugs. What was this stat line? 57 points, 37 rebounds. He was a guard.
Brown dream. Steve-O said it first, so I gotta give Steve-O the credit. MJ, one of the only players to have nearly a 70-20 game off 62% shooting, on top of the 4 steals. So not only was he getting massive buckets, he was whole D on the other end, and he shot better than the entire team on the other opposite side. It's against the Cavs. 18 rebounds. My man had 69 and 18. Getting buckets.
Still sticking with my original answer. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Hey, this was a fun way to end a Friday, dog. I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Do a little highlight reaction you dig on a Friday, man.
Hey man, maybe we do it once a week and see what happens if it doesn't demonetize
The
everything.
NFL and them must let us live, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe we do this once a week, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We've also got the Trevor Simeon video up right now. So if everybody in here could just run over and watch the Trevor Simeon video, shout out to y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page over there as well. Hey, man, have a good weekend. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back Monday morning, 11 to 1. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago.